Hi everyone, I'm Brett. I work in Commons. I'm the manager of blog Penn State, and originally, such URLs as blogs.psu.edu, and success of the platform is pointing to sites.psu.edu.
ETS? I'm going to talk about some of those advantages today, show you a couple of examples, and then take any questions that you have. We're a small group, so please, hop in at any point, and we'd be happy to tailor the conversation to your interests. To get started, I think one of the big distinctions is branding is slightly different as sites.psu rather than strictly a blogging platform. And part of that is that the WordPress platform, I think, allows for much more easily for site creation than the blogging platform does. So it has really nice themes that are available. It makes it really easy for users to create a custom look and feel to their site without having to have programming or extensive design experience. And the different themes also allow different applications for teaching and learning. So we can talk through a couple of different ways that in the classroom. Currently, we are piloting this platform in the College of Liberal Arts with a course called Rhetoric and Civic Life, and there are 29 sections of the course and over 700 students using this right now. We've had a really great success with the pilot to date. So within that pilot, all of the instructors have created course sites that contain artifacts from the course, the syllabus, the course schedule. Many of them are also actively blogging along with the students, and the students have all created their own sites. Purposes in this rhetorical course is for them to develop a writing style. So each of them were, the goal is to have a distinct look and feel for their blogs, and they're writing 3 posts a week in different categories. We've had very few technical questions or problems. So once students kind of got in there and got started, it's been moving really smoothly throughout the semester. So we've been really happy with the outcome of that. So we can show you a couple of those examples, and then kind of see where your questions are. If that sounds good. So here is a sample course site that an instructor created, and you can see with the menu on the top the different types of components that he's had. Which is his blog, where he's kind of posting prompts for the students to respond to a different, debate, for example, in a rhetoric course, a really powerful current event for students to talk about. We also have a sample student blog from this course. So this student, they write a passion blog. So they write about something that they're passionate about, and they're supposed to have something that's appropriate in tone and style. And so he decided to write a music blog. So you can see just from those 2 examples, they're very different looks and styles, but in terms of the back end, it's really easy for users to go get in and set those sites up. So with that, what are your questions or areas of interest in blogging or site creation?
So I teach a course where we have to develop a new portfolio, but I don't want them to create a blog, which is why I had to use close at Penn State, and I'm a little hesitant because it still seems that it's very blog oriented. Well, certainly a powerful tool, and apparently can do wonderful things for that purpose. I'm more geared towards the site creation. So are there examples? Is it more based on the different themes that you choose that would dictate how your site would get arranged then?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's an example of a student that used this site to create a portfolio.
Okay.
There is nothing, again, it's just all how you arrange the information for your site. It's all how you build the site. So WordPress does have strong support for for features that are important to creating a site is in the format of a blog, but it also has features for creating pretty much any type of website.
Okay.
So here's an example, really quickly, that is more like your general kind of static portfolio. So again, what Laura did here was create, a series of pages, arrange them together, and that's about it.
In terms of content that you can add to it, typically we're having them upload videos of their projects that they do in class, PDFs of their projects, writing assignments, things like that. That's all we've done.
You can upload files.
Okay.
For videos, we don't necessarily have any way to nicely display them. You're not going to get a YouTube-like experience. You're going to upload a video. It's automatically going to be, transcoded to appear nice on the web in multiple dimensions and everything. What I might recommend is the student actually upload the video to YouTube or Vimeo or a site like that. Maybe easily be embedded. Okay. It actually makes embedding even easier than it is on most sites, because all you have to do is actually include the link, the URL, paste it into the body of your page, and actually view it. WordPress will automatically embed that properly based to match your theme, like the size you have.
It also helps with their file site. If they're uploading a number of video files, that will take up a lot of their space on the system, so it's probably better for them to focus on those bigger files. In terms of writing samples too, you mentioned, it might be something to consider, like where they put a little snippet and then upload the file as opposed to just a page with like a bunch of things. So
Yeah.
something that's more aesthetically appealing. But yeah, I think that for portfolio building, it's definitely has some really nice templates, and you might just consider we can talk a little bit about how to customize the instructions so that they don't, because the blog page will be a default on anything that you have. So they would have to actively not have that appear.
And here's another example of a site built using this platform that, this is a little more of advanced use. What they're using here is a more advanced theme that allowed them to, create these kind of different content areas, have this slider up top with different elements. And that might be, for maybe if your students are going to maybe get their hands a little more dirty and dig into how to really customize this. But again, there's a lot of different formats of websites that are available. Gotcha. Is there anything else? We can just keep going through all the examples. I want to make sure we have a chance to hit on whatever might be on your mind.
Can you customize the theme?
You can customize the theme through, you can customize the CSS. You could override the existing CSS. So if you have, if you or a faculty member or a student working in the system knows how to do that and wants to think that that feature is in there, you would find it under. It's kind of hidden right now, but it's under this. Again, it's also I would think probably a small minority of users would actually want to do that, but it's under this thing called Jetpack, which if you go in, there's this thing called Jetpack, which lets you, it's from WordPress and lets you do all kinds of crazy advanced stuff.
But for just a beginning user, there's components in all the themes, so things like the banner image, the background color. There's certain style things that they can change very easily without having extensive programming knowledge as well.
So if we go back to the main site, again, the site gets you to the big blue button there. Make sure no one can miss it. You can click on that and you can get started creating the site. It's available to student, faculty, and staff right now. It is in pilot, and what that pretty much means is we don't necessarily have all of the support documentation and help desk resources in place. So right now, if you do go there and you do have a question, one thing you could do is always email me directly. Or you can also look at, you go to this support link, there's a link to the top page where you can go and post a question. And that page is monitored and receive an answer there. But we kind of like putting people here because it's kind of automatically generates kind of like a list of questions and answers. You can also go here and search to see if anyone has had the same question before.
And under that tab, there are some, basic getting started materials with screenshots and things. So there's enough basic components to get the site started. One of the features that we can talk about from here is actually a social networking component. So under the activity tab, users have the ability to go in. You just log into your Access ID and you can create a profile. And so you want to show them your profile? So you can click on a user and then you can see from those tabs you can track activity by user, so we can filter and see all of Brad's posts. We can see Brad's comments on other posts. This is a really powerful addition to the blogs at Penn State platform where when instructors would assign students a comment, they really had no way to go back and track that without just manually going to every blog and every post and ticking off like commented where. So this is a really easy way where we can go in and filter activity and see all the students' comments in one place. So it makes the assessment side of it a lot easier. You also have the option to friend other users. So this is another way to filter your students' activity. If you want to friend all the students in your class, you could do that and then see all of their activity in one place. Or you could just friend people in the network who have similar areas, similar topics that they're writing about. So the social component is completely new to this platform, and I think adds a nice dimension to some teaching and learning goals that we'll have.
Just that you can, so these listings here, when you create a site, you can opt whether or not you want them to be exposed to this. So if you do want to create a site, and let's say you don't want to show up in these activities, you don't want to show up on your profile, something like that, that is an option. You can say, it asks you if you want the site to be visible to search engines as well as made visible in public portions of the site, and choose yes or no for that. You can always change that at any time in settings. So if you, for some reason, didn't want this to happen, you go always disable that.
So this, any website that a student might create through that's tied to Penn State in some way, that when they graduate and their user ID gets killed after 6 months, they want to keep that.
So WordPress has this thing called a WXR file, which is really nice in that it contains pretty much all of the information about the site. So the menus, the sidebar widgets, all the posts, all the pages, the comments, all the metadata about all the files that were uploaded are included in there. So that you could take that to another WordPress post, for example, WordPress.com. You could upload that file there, WordPress.com will import all that data, re-download all the files that are referenced, and they'd have a copy of their site on that site. It's another advantage of WordPress over existing type systems. It's exports in the linear as well.
Another feature we have here is this Explore tab, which is a way to, so the activity is a really effective way to filter by user. So it's kind of looking at sorting by user. We also have this Explore site where you could search by tag on a post, or so basically by content. So for example, something like sustainability. Are, as we were talking about earlier, all of the courses are using the same set of tags. So that means students in section A can find content from students from section H. and they can interact with each other because they're sharing a set of tags through this search feature. But it's also a way just by topic. If you know, I'm interested in ice cream. You know, you could just kind of put in, and as we do have more users, there'll be more content that populates that relates to those topic areas. So that's another way to search in this site. So are there any other questions?
So you're saying that sort of moving sort of WordPress, is there going to be sort of an official?
Yes. Yes. So again, we're finalizing the details of exactly what that is, the timeline will look like. There will be a amount of time where your build system will be up, give people a chance to move. There'll probably be a point at which we say, well, we're not going to allow anyone to pick any new blogs or blogs. Those sites remain active. And there's also a lot of different uses there. So it'll probably be a multi-phased approach. I would say, you know, you might want to think seriously during next semester spring, you know, which system you might want to use, because you know you're going to have to move eventually. So I might recommend.
We can start using it now.
You can start using it now. Yeah, nothing's preventing you from using it now. You have site space review. So, yes.
Roughly, what's going to be involved in
So, I mentioned that WXR file before. There's going to be a website, something like movemyblog.psready or something like that. You're going to be able to log in. I wanted to go over to this is WordPress or new WordPress blog, hit the button, and it's going to move your stuff over.
But that's not in place yet.
It's not in place yet. No.
So
in place is part of this whole, you know, before we say we're
Transition.
right? You know,
So, and that will be widely advertised.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But work if you're certain life on it, that's for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, they'll probably be big, you know, red banners who try to use blogs at Penn State saying, hey, you know, you've got countdown has started. Get ready.
So anyone who's currently using the old system, people are adding to that using that system.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for some people,
Yeah, so if you're currently using the system, yeah.
it'd be clueless about what to do until you set that up.
Yeah, without a doubt. If you are looking at doing something like creating a new website or, you know, doing a new project involving asking students to blog, this is available. So you can get it. It's there if you want to get a head start on that whole process. And the board having to move it, you know.
And the time frame is pretty open.
It's somewhat open. I mean, I would think before the end of the semester, there'll probably be a timeline announced, something like that. Most everyone's already.
So, like, by this.
So in terms of next steps, as Fred said, this pilot is open, so you can go to sites.psu.edu right now and create a site. As you mentioned, there are those introductory support materials available. There are, you know, sample sites that you can click through and kind of see different uses. But even from this activity stream, if there's something that jumps out and kind of piques your interest, you know, you can go and check out the different blogs and sites that people have created already. As Brad mentioned, there is that talk page that's available for, you know, technical support and kind of use questions. If you are looking for instructional design support in the spring, you are welcome to contact me at KEM32. It's Kate with it again, and I'd be happy to do a consultation with anyone on using this platform for bigger projects for your course. So, yeah, we're really excited about the pilot and the platform. We hope that you get in there and get started and